Alright, so without further ado, I don't know if it'll be 4 videos, one for each world, or if we'll just go fast enough to do all of it in one video, but I'm going to show my challenge level solutions. And I did these like a week ago, so I don't even remember them. Let's see what I came up with. What the hell is this? Oh, it drops into place. There's so a line of shit. Well, there you go. Some springs. And those level 1-1. A new slope. There are a lot of challenge levels that are just like make a bridge out of only wood. And this is the least intimidating of them by far. There are a lot of them. Oh my god. So the secret to this level is you're only allowed to use road. The secret to this level is you can spend a lot more money on road, but then it'll just weigh the bridge down and break itself. So you can see I've got like tiny points going to the center. I'm really trying to get as little weight in the center as possible for this dude to make it across. And you know, the reinforced roads make this funny pattern. Okay, 14-meter overpass. What was the challenge on this one? Very large boat. So yeah, you go over the boat. Wood muscles are good. Fewer static joints? Oh, there's no top static joints. That's funny. Doesn't really make the level that much harder. You can see I'm way under budget and just could still place everything I wanted to. First drawbridge. Spoiler. We didn't do a drawbridge. I don't know why, but for some reason I decided to go for really low budget on this thing. Taxi task, half budget and only 7 roads. So only 7 roads, you actually can't get it to complete all the way. So we have this little tiny wood triangle here so that this road rests against the wall. And I went low budget. This little wood triangle is the thing that makes it work though. Rope support. Challenge, missing balloon. So normally you have 2 balloons. It's pretty straightforward. You just need to like slim the thing up enough so that you can, you know, put this rope here and not be over budget for this challenge level. No static joint on rock. So we have some wood on the rock instead of a static joint. I know, really complicated challenge level. Wow, we actually crushed the stress on this one. It like kisses 80 right here, but otherwise is just fine the whole time. First jump, no steel. So we have a bunch of springs since we can't use steel. So the dude goes, woohoo, woohoo. Springs are so fun once you get them working, but holy shit did they take a lot of tinkering. Stop and go, extra boat and only 8 road. Oh yeah, I did this one no hydraulic, because why not? Just have this guy go straight up. He barely lands on his flag, then just drop that out. I think I actually just messed up the split joints here, but didn't care to go back and fix it, because it worked anyways. Is pretty fun. And he just barely doesn't break that. Rock rest, short 1 road. Oh yeah, so you can see the safety gap thing at the end. Safety gaps they're not like that hard to get to work. They're just kind of tedious to build because you have to do like one tiny road and then the tiny wood and the road and like a bunch of extra supports. But they're actually pretty effective. Redraw. Large boat. Yep. The challenge levels definitely feel like they're more budget constricted. Like you can see on this level, I just have everything you'd want, except I've also slimmed it down, right? Like these aren't reinforced roads. My triangles aren't all this tall. I had to slim it down just to get the level to fit there. The normal levels really felt like you can just sort of build the bridge that you think will work, and you'll have enough money for it. Land brace, platform on left side too. So the regular land brace, this is just a wall. Hard mode land brace, you have to put a big arm here. And the arm actually works pretty well. Hydraulic management. No hydraulics. I actually really like this one. So that guy goes up, and then you drop this, and then these guys go down. And they sort of bonk their heads. Bonk. And yeah, way under budget. That one's not a big deal. Large bridge, no steel. Oh, I didn't do a full suspension bridge. I'd have thought that I'd have done full suspension. Guess not. Like, these must not be doing that much, but it's a bridge. It actually looks like a bridge, which is rare. Wow. I'm way under budget. Jesus. Unity. Model T must come back. Oh, so this dude has to go down and then also come back up. Yeah, I remember. We did the non-challenge version of this, the budget grinding just yesterday. It's a very different bridge when you don't have to go back to the top. So we got some springs. That landing there is actually like flawless. And he goes back up. Long drawbridge. So the challenge on this is low checkpoints added. So they actually have to go down and do the drawbridge. This one does take some tinkering to figure out what needs to be steel, but like you can kind of tell, like I could put extra hydraulics. I have the steel here. You only have 8 steel on this level, so you really just want to make sure that you're not using it somewhere where you don't need to. And they go up, and a pirate ship comes forward. The pirate ship is one of my favorite additions to Polybridge 2. It's fantastic. Oh, apparently we're in World 2 already. I didn't notice. Low rider. Oh my god. So this one is no rock in the middle. Normally there's a rock right here for you to brace off of. In the challenge version there isn't, so we had a hell of a time making this work. You can see we're pretty close to the budget on this one. We've got a lot of ropes going on. And the limo is a really fantastic vehicle. Buggy bouncer, no springs and no anchor on the balloon. This one's not too big of a deal. The jumps generally are pretty generous. There is one tough jump in this game. Or maybe 2, I forget. Rock and much larger rock. Is it like steeper? I don't know. This one's just another build a bridge level. The real issue on this one is making sure that you never go at too steep of an angle so that this guy can't go up. This is 300% speed. Roundabout must collect bottom checkpoint first. So normally you can just go up and then down. Here, now you have to go down and then up. So we have to have this bridge here with a hydraulic to switch it so that it's going that way, and then we make it go the other. This level actually took quite a long time to get the budget down. You can see this thing over here holding this hydraulic up. I've like bent it over to the side and put ropes here. Normally your diamond would be cheapest as a straight line, but then I can't put ropes anywhere because they'll buckle. So I've like bent it over to the side so that these two can be ropes and still have tension. There were a lot of little tricks there. Double-decker highway. Missing island. So normally there's this giant island here for you to brace off of for this, and you can see we just have like the world's craziest suspension bridge going on with all these ropes underneath it for this to work. And I did this cheat in the center to save some money where you go up like this and get the roads close enough to each other that you can just brace them both with diagonals instead of just going straight along the bottom side and having to do X's. And they go. And the limo is still a terrible vehicle, but, you know, it does a flip at the end. And flip. Maybe just a flop. Split level, only 10 road, so that means you have to get roads here and then have the hydraulics bring these 6 down to here. This one looks so satisfying with the hydraulics. And then they go down. This looks great. And then they go up. Anchors away, no static joints on bottom. Okay, so the secret to this level is we have these just making land braces. It's real easy to make this bridge and have it hold the dude. Like, it's never gonna break, but it's gonna swing and he's not gonna make it anywhere. So you had these land braces and then it doesn't swing. And you actually have plenty of money for this. You can see we had to like whittle some wood down, but we can whittle a lot more if we needed to. Fork in the road, added checkpoint. So there's a checkpoint here for this car A2. I actually checked after doing this level, and every replay I could find, this car went up and then came here and got the checkpoint and did a loop. They all built a loop right here for this car that's going 9 meters a second. And I thought 9 meters a second was just a bit slow for a loop, so I built this weird thing that goes doink, and then he actually gets up the cliff right there. And then, of course, the Model T has to push this out of the way, which we'll do at 300% speed. You can do it. You can do it. Hey! I actually was pretty happy with that solution. Air show. Stop checkpoint in the middle. So they've added a checkpoint here that your car stops on. He won't stop on this block, he'll actually stop here. So this level, you can see we've like weaved a rope right between the top of this plane and the wing of that one right here, and we have these ropes underneath so that this platform doesn't rotate. And we lift those out of the way. And we've got some nice plane-shaped holes in our bridge. And then he goes back. I forget how much over budget I was on this one. If I had to like spend a long time whittling the budget down or not. Yeah, the plane just clips through the car. That's pretty funny. This one was the tough jump. Finding an angle that made this guy actually do the jump, because this guy's moving very slow. He only gets speed from going downhill, basically. And normally you have 9 roads, and you can just kind of do a nice S of whatever sort, and he'll make it. Here we have 7, so we have to use gravity to get some extra speed. So we have some hops, and using gravity is tough. So it doesn't look like much, but it was friggin' tough to set up. String theory. I can't imagine what the intended solution would be aside from this on this level. This level, the gimmick is you only have 2 steel and 8 wood. So you just do this and put a cable. You have as much rope and cable as you want, but only 2 steel and 8 wood. Dip and draw. The challenge is only 1 hydraulic and a larger boat. So the challenges that are like only 1 hydraulic, I never really found them that hard. It's like, I guess I just know how to use the hydraulics kind of, but this one in particular was like, wait, so I just pull 3 roads out of the way with 1 hydraulic. It's like, yep, that's what you do. Got him. Nice pirate ship. And we're going. That was dip and draw. Weight distribution. No rock and only 1 static joint. So normally there's a rock down here with a static joint and a balloon up here with a static joint. So you have to do only wall braces for the challenge mode of this one. I actually made a level today that's similar to this. This one's pretty self-explanatory. They're gonna go boingy, boingy. Apparently I had some budget issues on this one. It doesn't seem like the sort of bridge where the budget's a problem, but I guess I had some issues. I don't remember making this one that much, honestly. Some of the challenge levels I remember a lot better than others. And this one, I do remember that dude, like 7 times in a row, we got him to fall off the bridge and his head landed like a pixel away from the flag. I do remember that. That shit sucked. Stowaway. So this is, this one we had some budget problems, and you can see this like monstrosity of a diamond where it's like, it was a steel diamond and then I turned it into 2 wood diamonds, which one of them became a wood diamond. Yes, this was funny to build. Just be like, wow, there's diamonds everywhere. We ended up having a lot of money to spare. We have like $2,000 more, but at some point while building this, it was just like, holy shit, where is the money coming from? Build this thing. Another issue on this level is you have to make sure this slant isn't, like, it's a lot easier to raise less roads than this, but then this guy just won't be able to go up the slant. Like, if you just raise these 4 roads instead of 5, he'll just not have the horsepower to move forward. Loophole! Additional plane! So, we found the loophole, which is, instead of doing a loop here, I just put a road here, and he goes up the road to the flag. I mean, they must know about this solution, because the level's called Loophole, but like, You know, you're supposed to like build a loop that goes around here, or a loop that maybe goes here. No, just put a road there and he can go up the road. just skip the whole thing. Big Dipper. Okay, so begin the spring monstrosities. The spring monstrosities. So the checkpoint is moved left. Normally in this level, let's just take a look at it. There's this checkpoint. Normally it's here. You have to build this big dipping bridge like this. And this guy goes down, gets the checkpoint, goes back up, and you win. They've moved it here. So I built this. And it works somehow. And we do a flip. Because why wouldn't we do a flip? You know, for one of those times where you just drop a bulldozer on something. And there you go. Just like real life, yep. Wow, we're top 100 for that, I guess, out of 277. Not as impressive. Compression, added boat, increased budget. Oh, so this one, the boat here means you actually have to sort of squeeze this dude in there. I don't remember this one being that hard, but I don't remember making this one much at all. I do remember this guy starts up a bit earlier than that dude, which is nice, that we get some spring action. Whenever you do the springs, you have to have the roads like disconnected so that the roads can actually flex. You'll notice this road that's not connected to a joint in a lot of levels in Polybridge 2. I don't know why this one's like this. That one doesn't have to be like that. That's weird. Whatever. Oh no, that one does. That's the one that flexes. That one's connected to by a steel. Weird. Doubling down. Additional boats. Oh, there's another hydraulic level. This one looks cute though. We did have to like make this funny arch all the way up here so that there's no wobble while the hydraulics are going. And then lift everything. Praise the sun. That's what the bridge is doing. And then they go back down. Okay, speeding it up. Yeah, it looks like a seal or something. 34. Hey, I'm under budget by a bit. Semi-slow. I feel so bad about this level. So I tried so many things on this. I tried like the nice S-curve. I tried an arch. I tried an under arch. I tried like some braces here that then go up here, that then go, and then at some point I was like, fuck it, I'll just go a straight line and a straight line and a straight line and triangle everything. And it just worked. And I felt bad for having spent so much effort on this level. And we're like significantly under budget. This doesn't just work, this works well. A bunch of friggin' straight lines and triangles, because why not? Why would you need to build like an arch or anything when you can just like see like these people doing things? No. Straight lines and triangles, okay? Rock skipping. What is this one? No static joints on rocks, fewer roads. So I think this is the level where you can like... Oh, there's no static joints here, so you just place stuff. Yeah, you can like have this bounce him and use roads just in between the rocks, but I didn't know that at the time, so we just have whatever strat. But you can do that for like $4.50. Like you can see these are not even gimmicky solutions. It's literally just like putting roads on the rocks at the right spot, and he bounces off of them. Support cable. It's a support cable. Oh, this was... I made my bridge a horrible shape. I've gotten better at suspension bridges since making this. Most certainly, you know, I almost want to improve it. But only almost. I'm okay with it like this. crossed paths, no hydraulics. So I did this level before going back and doing the no hydraulic challenge, but these like trapdoors in Polybridge 2, cars have like really low horsepower, so if you want to get them to work, the best way to do it is to add this counterweight on the other side. You can see I've got roads here that just weigh down that side of the bridge, so this guy has an easier time of pushing the thing upwards. This guy especially needs the help from the counterweight. Wibbly wobbly. So this one, the challenge is only 2 springs. So it looks like this. I kind of have no words for this one. I'm honestly thrilled that this level worked. So the dump truck's going, and he's going, and he's not gonna get the star. No, wait! He just snags it with his back tire, and then the next one he's gonna, how the frick is this gonna, oh, he's just gonna snag it right there. Why not? It's like unbelievable that works. Shafted. So I remember spending a long time working this one out, but our solution actually just crushes the stress on this level. You see the stress is just low, like it touched 80 twice. Having this pure wood bridge that supports both of them, I'm actually just super thrilled. We're at only 83% stress with that solution. That was a very good solution. Oh, cross jump. So this level, we're gonna watch in 50% speed. Don't pay attention to the guy on the right, he just goes hop hop. This guy here starts spinning, donks at this perfect angle to get back on both tires. And then somehow this works without breaking anything. That is, it took us a while to figure out a way to get that guy to be moving to the right after he landed, because he really likes to flip over. Hey, our first arch. I really like making arches in Polybridge. I kind of hope we get some more arch levels at some point. What was the challenge on this one? Like the North Plains or something? This one you can see we had some serious budget issues, where it's like, we've got rope where we can have rope, we've got wood where we can have wood, the hydraulics are tiny, the whole thing is like, yeesh. What was the challenge? Additional boat and plane? Is the level normally just the submarines or something? I always wonder what they're thinking when they put these submarines here. I guess you can't do ground braces. Also that wobble at 300%. Almost done with World 3. Diagonal elevator, challenge, 1 hydraulic. So this level, just the first time around I did with 1 hydraulic, so I just did the same thing for the challenge version. And there are actually way better ways to... Yeah, I've gotten better at this sort of thing since making this. This rope brace could be in better positions. Low flyer, no static joints. So this is build a bridge with no static joints. We've got an arch, holds up everything except the center, and the center is just a tension bridge. I like this design. It's concise, you know. It works with itself. And it's also kind of funny how all of these roads out here just have enormous amounts of stress on them and need to be reinforced. And then the 5 in the center on the suspension part just like don't have any problems. Another car goes backwards. So this one, it's the looper level, which anyone can make the loop if you spend long enough. They give you $1 million for it. This one, the real trick is this car is going across at the same time. And you just need to leave extra space for this guy to go over him. You don't want him to try to like cross the paths, do any funny business. Just leave enough space so you can go over him. And we're on to Monster Truck Rally, the next iteration of monstrous spring abominations. So the biggest thing I did on this level was this springs as the land brace here that you can kind of see push themselves into position. Let's watch that again. They don't start on the rock, they push themselves into the rock. And so the challenge on this level is there's no steel, so I'm 100% springs. This is just springs and road. And there's 3 monster trucks instead of 1. And so they just kind of go. They also really like to do backflips, which sucks. And Blue Car really likes to get stuck, which also sucks. Edgy, extra boat, and only 2 hydraulics. So I remember the challenge on this level was making it not wobble, because you have to lose both of the static joints when hydraulics are happening, so you're entirely on these rocks. I remember adding this brace entirely just to prevent wobble. Because if you wobble at all, then when your hydraulics go back down, you won't connect to the split joints, and that's an issue. So, gotta add some extra shit to not wobble around. And then he goes back. Oh, we're in World 4. Collision warning, 2 more dune buggies. So I had my strategy on this one. 1 just go up, 1 go straight, and the idea that 2 of them like jump really high in the air, and the others jump like right under them. And I got incredibly lucky. This was like 3rd attempt or something. They just happened to not hit each other, which was magnificent. I got very lucky building that one. Sloped drawbridge. 2nd hydraulic phase is removed. So this dude goes across and there's a checkpoint. Then the hydraulics go up, then the boats come. Then normally the hydraulics go back down. The challenge is they don't. The hydraulics just don't go back down. So you'll see we have this sneaky road here. Very sneaky, suspicious road that doesn't do anything. And then hydraulics happen. And our sneaky road finishes the bridge. And then Blue Car can go. You actually have a lot of money on this level. You can see we just have like hydraulics all over the goddamn place to get stuff to be a nice slope, and this is like pure steel, and we still have $3,000. That one really, the challenge was just what the challenge was. Challenge, return cars to start, trapdoor. So this dude has to go across, and then without any hydraulics or anything, this dude then has to go up top, and then they both have to go back. So we made one of these trapdoors, and again, the key to a successful trapdoor in Polybridge 2 is a proper counterweight. In this one, there's also this wall brace here, this spring for the wall, so that when this guy gets to the bridge, it stops there, and he can actually go up it. This is an important feature, without which your bridge will not function. It will just keep going forward, your bridge will keep rotating up. But yep, then they go up, and then they go down, and they go back. Triple-decker drawbridge. Challenge, only 1 hydraulic. So having 1 hydraulic lift the entire center out of this is a bit tough, so I just sloped it upwards so that these top 2 roads don't need to get pulled up. So then our hydraulic can go back. Also on this level, this road here just has an insane amount of stress on it, pushing it. So when I made my underbelly rope support, I connected it here instead of to the static joint. So it's pulling on that road, and it actually is like insane how much stress it removes on this level. We can actually check. So right here, when the hydraulics go back down, just check the stress. We're sitting at 48 versus without the rope. We're sitting at 52. I remember it being more than that, but whatever. Whatever. On to the next one. Safety gap. Safety gap. This one's really just about measuring and then copy-pasting. You actually have a ton of money. I originally just built the whole thing out of steel, and then decided I wanted to compete on the leaderboard since I was beating people. I'm still number 17 on the leaderboard, Jesus. Still very good bridge. Big spender. 2 meters longer with same budget. It's weird, I don't know why it loaded the wrong bridge. This is probably my least favorite challenge level, just because it's an incredibly strict budget. Like, I am $101 under budget. And that's actually very well performing on this level. Let's see, top 36%. I'm in 71st place. $101 under budget. It's kind of an insane level. Oh, this one's great. Let's do 50% speed. So this guy is gonna go up, and he has to go through here, and then he's gonna move very strangely. He's gonna just get catapulted forward by this. Let's watch again at 100% speed. Just watch when he lands. He just gets catapulted forward. Doing. I don't even know what the challenge is on that one. Tipping tower. Okay, I really appreciate this level, because Polybridge 2 has a lot of these cars with these incredibly tiny wheels, and then just like the lips on the front of them are longer than the wheels themselves. And it gets really annoying on a lot of levels. So the reason why I appreciate this level is because it's only possible to do this level because you have such a shit car like this that will get stuck at every turn. You know? If it was just like a nice, smooth moving, like monster truck or something, you'd just ride off the bridge. This guy, no, he gets stuck everywhere. So he gets to the top here and stops, and the bridge can go forward, and then he gets to get himself back out. As far as the design, I think this is probably just what everyone does on the level. Maybe they put springs in different spots. Maybe they spend more money. Drawbridge in disguise. Okay, we're gonna watch this one at 300% speed because, well, yeah. So the hydraulics are gonna happen. The challenge is that there's this added car, so normally this dude starts here, goes here, boat happens, hydraulic happens, he goes across. The challenge is now there's another car that has to go back up the top, so I chose maybe the largest, most absurd solution ever that you can see. We had a hell of a time getting the budget down because we are $3 under budget with quite the mix of steel and wood everywhere. And then this dude goes up. Very fast van. Lean on me. Okay, so this level, I'm glad it loaded this solution. Full disclosure, this is the best solution that I personally made myself without just looking up a solution from the replays. But I did make this myself. It does work. It is over budget, and honestly, I was kind of fed up with this level being only wood. I'm not a huge fan of the wood-only challenges. So there is another solution we have that is under budget. And it's not my original idea. This one's actually way under budget. So I basically copied this design from someone else, but I was kind of tired of tinkering with the level, and honestly just interested to see what the hell you should do on a level like this. You see, there's not that many people that have beaten this one. Less than 100 people. Trailblazer. No hydraulics. There's still a hydraulic phase. And keep in mind, nothing breaks on this level. There is this funny dangling road here that acts as a counterweight to get this to flop properly out of the way for that dude. And we have the derpiest hanging road ever that just kind of luckily is in the right spot at the right time and gets both cars where they need to go. Diagonal drawbridge. No hydraulic. And budget is limited. So for this one with no hydraulic, basically this guy needs to go up through here and this guy needs to go back down. Normally you have a hydraulic that can just pull your bridge out of the way and then put it back after the blimp goes. Here we just have to build roads over the blimp. And we had some trouble with the budget on this one. And to get no braking, there is this time-honored technique called just drop it in the water. No braking, just drop it in the water. Yep. We had this huge arm here, the rope and the cable, so it's actually holding up this side and this side. Nice jump. Big rigs, no steel. So this one's just a big suspension bridge. There are joints down here, but I found the suspension bridge was just the way to go. And yes, you can see we had to have lots of overlapping cables. The cables like to break, so you can see there's a cable here, and then there's another cable here, and a cable here, just to double up the cables in some cases. Yeah, that one was a bit rough. Twists and turns, only one hydraulic. This is another level that just like, the first time I did this in the non-challenge levels, I did only one hydraulic anyways, because I don't know, it just makes sense to me or something. So it's like, whatever, I'll just put the same thing there. And it goes. Hey, 23rd, which is top 13%. Only one hydraulic, extra hydraulic phase. So we're gonna have big truck goes across. We have one single hydraulic. And this submarine, which exists for some reason, goes. Then this guy goes. And then he goes back. Then he... I don't frickin' know. Something. And then we have two hydraulics, and then the last guy. So this one actually, we have a pretty neat looking contraption. Because we need the two hydraulic phases to actually accomplish something. So our first one goes, which is this dude. And the hydraulics lift this part up to here. Actually zoom in a bit on this. And then he goes across, that guy's gonna go off in the middle of nowhere. Then our hydraulic goes, and it lets go of that, and it grabs onto this, so then it can go again, and lifts the bridge up to here. And then the last dude can go. I like that contraption, it looks pretty. And that concludes The challenge level solutions. All 4 worlds, 16 levels per world. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more Polybridge content. I'll probably put more regardless of what people say, but let me know anyways, because that's what YouTubers say. Yep.